Hey guys, and thank you for joining me in this get ready for work. So we're going to start off by rubbing this Lush Cosmetics full of Crease serum bar all over the face. I've made 2 or 3 other videos where I use this serum and I didn't know what it was called, so I finally decided to look it up so that I can give you the name of it. So as you can see, I apply it all over my face and I rub it in so that it covers my face and neck entirely. For the primer, I will be using this NYX Cosmetics Shine Killer Primer, and this works wonders. Like I've said in some of my other videos, I do use my hand as my canvas, so I will be applying this on my hand, and then with my fingers, I will be rubbing it into my face. This one leaves my face looking or feeling pretty smooth. So I will be using the unicorn brushes from Tarte for my eyes. For my face, I will be using this Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer in 05 Warm Beige. And this Tarte brush from the package. As you guys know, I did discuss it in my last video. This has become one of my favorite foundations. So as you can see, I first start by tapping it into my face, and then I go ahead and rub it in for half of my face first, and then I continue off to the other half. Now, sometimes I also go over the eyes just when I don't really feel like priming my eyes. As you can see, I'll just put some of the foundation on there and basically so it all just looks one color. For the areas that I feel like I need more coverage, I will just go back and just put a little more foundation on there as well as like under the eyes or on the eyes sometimes. For added coverage, I will use the Becca Cosmetics Concealer as well as the Sephora Concealer. Becca is in Light and the Sephora is in Melon. Now I will use the Becca Cosmetics under my eyes, and there you go, see me do the triangle of light. Sometimes I'll apply some in my nose as well. For the Sephora color Melon, I will usually put this on my forehead or anywhere where I have kind of darker coloration of the skin. Once I have applied this everywhere where I want it, I'll usually grab a sponge and just blend it into my skin. I'll do the lighter tones first, and then I will go ahead and do the darker tones. This little sponge that I'm using, I bought from Sephora, and a 4-pack of mini sponges. For the dry powder, I will use the Tarte Cosmetics, and I've used this before in some other videos. As you can see, this is kind of what it looks like. It's erased. This is the BB and Medium Honey. The brush is also a Sephora powder brush. I've used this in my other videos. And I basically just grab the powder and start patting it on my face, all over the face, to make sure it covers my face entirely and the color again looks uniform. For the setting powder, I will be using this Air Spun Original Powder, and this is the regular translucent powder. Just pat it all over my face, make sure it covers the face entirely and that nothing is missed in the face. What you see me doing is tapping into the powder. That's how I usually get the amount of powder I want to use. I'll just tap it on the sides, and I'll put some on my eyes. I'll put some on my face. The spots wherever I want my face to kind of be highlighted, I'll go back and add some extra powder. And this is what the packaging looks like in the back. For the eyebrows, I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, and I believe this is in medium brown. I'll use this Kayla Cosmetics brush to apply it on my eyebrow. So because I do have thick eyebrows, I don't normally have to like do anything extra. I'll just go over with it with the actual pomade. So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I'm doing my eyebrows, one eyebrow tends to look darker than the other for some reason. It's like I apply more product in one. I don't feel like I'm doing it, but one always looks darker, or it looks like the little inner corners are, one is pointed and one is rounded. I'm still working on that. I love how easy it looks to do your eyebrows. Even me, I have thick eyebrows, and it's not the easiest job to do. I love how beauty gurus make it look like it's easy breezy. So when I use the pomade, I also love using the Urban Decay Brow Setting Gel. This gel works wonders. You apply it on your eyebrows, and your eyebrows will not move. And that's me being silly. But as you can see, I still have the setting powder under my eyes and in certain areas. So now I go with the Sephora. There's like this little eyebrow refining highlighter gel thing. And I use this one at the top and the bottom, and I just kind of blend this in. It's just to kind of perfect your eyebrows. And the color I used was Sand. To remove the powder, I'll go ahead and grab a flat top brush. This one happens to be a Morphe, and I'll go ahead and remove the powder by doing so. Sometimes I'll go back and apply a little powder under my eyes or under the areas where I feel like I need the more coverage. For the cheeks, I'll be using this blush. It's ColourPop Cosmetics. Not sure what the name is. If you leave me a comment, I can definitely let you know though. For a slight contouring, I will be using the Tarte brush and this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And my favorite color to use is Havana. Now I usually pop it out and just use it off of my hand. I don't really like using it from the actual packaging. So like I said before, my contouring is not the best. So I'll go ahead and just like slightly tap it on my face and then spread it up, as you can see. Sometimes I do feel like I'm brushing the same area and I cannot even see a difference in the color. Guys, you better believe me when I say this is one of like my best looking contours. For the highlight, I will be using the Nicole Guerrero Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration. And I will be using this shade right here in Kitty Cat. Brush I'll be using is a Wet n Wild brush, and it's pretty actually cheap. So I really like how any person can actually wear this palette. It looks great on any skin tone. I made this video a while back. I have been very busy in my personal life and with work, so I had not uploaded videos. I was like, it's time. At the time of this video, this Wet n Wild highlighter was very new, and I also used that on my video. I love what it looks like, and I still use it. Guys, I'll be using the Swamp Girl and Tarte collaboration, the Swamp Queen palette. Funny story, this video was made like at 7 in the morning, even earlier. I have to wake up to go to work, and I look like I have so much damn energy. So the first color that's going to be used is the Cry Baby, and that's going to be basically all over the lid. The Swamp Girl palette is like my go-to just because of the neutral shades and tones that it has. You can use it with any other palette and it will look great. From the Huda palette, I'm going to be using the shade Sandalwood, and I'm going to be using that basically as my crease. So I apply the color in the crease. As you can see, I start from the outer corner of the eye towards the inner one, and I start basically applying the product in there. Another one of my peeves is that I can never get both of the colors or both of the eyes to kind of look the same in the color for some reason. I don't know if it's because once I see one looks good, I give up on the other one. It's crazy, but it does get on my nerves that I'll have more color on one than the other. For the darker, I will use the shade Under Bossy. I cannot think of the name right now. And this brush from Morphe. This is kind of like a precision brush, so it will go like into the crease and actually perfect the darker shade. Now with this darker color, I kind of start molding the eye to what I want it to look like and kind of the color scheme that I'm looking for. I'm looking at this video and I cannot understand why my mouth is halfway open. Going back to the Swamp Queen palette, I'm going to be using this light kind of pinkish shade, and that's going to go in the lid. And I'm kind of just going to pack the color on the lid just to make sure it does look nice and it does stand out. So what you see me doing here is basically going back with the brushes and perfecting, making sure that all the colors blend in evenly. I bought these little pots at the rodeo, at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and I bought about 5 for like $50, but they work so well. They're pigmented and they actually stay on your lid. There's like no necessity for the glue that most glitters need. The color I'm using is kind of iridescent, so it does look pink and it does have hints of gold, and it looks beautiful. Once I'm done with the eyes, I'm going to move on to the liquid eyeliner, and this one is from Too Faced Cosmetics. It did come with my Nikki palette. I really like that this is very black and very pigmented, but what I don't like about this liner is that it does kind of not stay in one place. It tends to just expand once you've set it down. Now, the problem I have with my wings are that they will not match. I do not care how I try, they will not match. I am completely in love with these MAC Cosmetics lip scrubs, and this one I believe is like a berry flavored one. For the eyelashes, I'm going to go ahead and prime them with this L'Oreal primer. For the mascara, I'm going to use this Lancome mascara. Don't know what the name is. If you need to know what it is, leave me a message or a comment and I'll go ahead and respond. After the mascara is fully on, I'll go ahead and let them dry and I'll start gluing or putting glue on the strip lashes. These lashes that I'm wearing are Wet n Wild lashes. They're about $2, but they are very pretty and they look very natural. They really don't look too like exaggerated. I have taken my kitty cat ears out. I use a little bit of argan oil in my hands and I'll go ahead and put it at the end of my hair and I'll go ahead and brush it in. Guys, believe it or not, my hair is a tad bit longer than what it was in this video. It looks so short here. For the lips, I'm going to be using the Hoola Trophy Wife liquid lipstick. I'll start by lining the lips and then I move on to the liquid lipstick. This is a very nice color and I'm not sure if it's the Trendsetter or the Trophy Wife color. The color is actually Trendsetter. I just saw it on the right now that I'm gonna show it. And in true diva Jeffree Star manner, we'll spray our faces like this. Guys, thank you for watching, and I'm sorry about it being so long before I posted another video.